Hello everyone, this is Link's Master Sword here again with some more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we got some birthday presents, and we got a sword from the Swordmaster here on Outset Island, Orca. And in this episode, we are going to start off by saving our damsel in distress that's on top of the mountain. So, I just kind of finished watching the last episode and making sure everything was alright, and I don't know, I just feel like the sound is garbage, like the sound, like it doesn't sound horrible, but it makes me, like, I think I might be just being paranoid about it, but I'm a little nervous that the sound quality isn't good enough. I feel like it is, but at the same time, I feel like it's not. That probably makes zero sense, but I'm probably just being a little paranoid, overcautious, or maybe nervous about actually uploading a video onto YouTube. But yeah, I guess I'll just go with it and see how things work out. So we're gonna head into this cave here and work our way to our fair lady, and we're gonna get a nice little scenic shot of what all is going on here. Actually, give me a moment. Oh, shit. Okay, sorry about that. Computer just kind of freaked out there for a moment. But we're back in business. My computer is being incredibly loud. I think it's just a fan. It's probably fine, but that is a little bit annoying and worrisome. But here, there we go. We killed our first enemy. Bam. Easy as that. Done. And now we'll move on to bigger and better things. Instead of just one enemy, we'll probably just move up to 2. There we go. 2 more. Step by step. Next thing you know, we'll be fighting 3 enemies. These little punks think they're something cool. They ain't nothing. Bam. You dead. Well, he's probably not dead. I think he's still around. I think he's still kicking. No, he was dead. Very nice. I called it. Ah, I wanted that. Yeah, so sometimes enemies will drop those little jewels. You might have caught a glimpse of it. It's not like a jewel, but it's like a crystal ball kind of thing that you can break open and gives you a lot of goodies instead of just like one. Yeah, so here is our damsel in distress and our fair lady that we've been trying to save. Wow, what's with the get up? Well, whatever. So where am I? Turns out she's a little bit of a jerk. She is just not a nice lady. Here we have her big beefy bodyguard. Thank goodness, when I saw you dropped on the summer, I thought for sure you'd... What, died? No, I can't say died. This is a kid's game. Not a kid's game. Zelda games aren't kids' games, but it's like a family-friendly, E-rated game, so... Can't go to those dark places, man. Alright, so here she's just telling her guy to forget about us, even though we just risked our butts trying to save her. That ungrateful little hoe just wanted to forget about us. But you know what? Luckily for us, we have a big sister that really cares and loves us, coming here to see our great heroic deeds. Waving. She's so impressed. I'm so amazing, aren't I? And happy, too, apparently. Link seems pretty happy to see his sister, even though I saw her not that long ago. Oh, but here comes trouble. Trouble is a-brewing, and bam! Say goodbye to your sister, Link. Bye, Ariel. Brother, help. That's gotta be terrifying. I mean, what, Link's like 10 or 12 or something, and his sister's probably around, like no younger than, well, probably about 8, I'd say. I'm just a guess. But, a 8-year-old getting snatched by a massive bird being held in the claws, taken away from you. That has got to scar you, man. She's gonna need some serious counseling and therapy. And Link apparently is just crazy. He tried to fly after the bird. Didn't work so well. It's a good thing this jerk lady here was around to help him. Otherwise, we'd be dead. That'd be the end of the story. So yeah, now we're trying to convince her that we deserve to go with her. We want to save our sister, get the crown, save the town, and Mr. Krabs. No, wrong franchise. Yeah, no. So we're gonna have just massive amounts of text to go through here. So I'm gonna be skipping a lot of it. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to read it or not. I already know what they're saying. I sure don't. And there's a lot of text to get through. I mean, like, absolute crap ton. I tried to record this like this. I only tried to record this part once. Like the first part you saw, did that, and it messed up a couple times. But there was this one time I got it to work for whatever reason. It worked, and I made it to this part, and I did all this secondary stuff, but the audio corrupted again, and so I had to redo it all. But I sat here and I skipped this text, and it took forever and a day to get through. It's ridiculous how much exposition and it's not really exposition, it's just kind of story that they put right here. I mean, pressing A as fast as I can probably still takes about over a minute at least. I'm probably way under on that time. I'm really bad at estimating times and such. But yeah, our Rito postman came to our defense against these pirates, and he's telling them that, hey, he's going with you, don't even fight it. So I think now she's telling us we need to get a shield. Yeah, there it is in orange. We have to go find a shield. And where did we see something? The only thing we saw that was even remotely like a shield was in our grandma's house, of all places. There we go. In our grandma's house, our family crest kind of thing. But we're not gonna do that yet. We're not gonna go get that. First off, we're gonna get this 10 rupee, and then we're gonna check out a little secret here on Outset Island, which is underneath our dear old grandma's house. Now, depending on what kind of person you are, you may feel guilty about this. I mean, it's kind of a Zelda trope. You break into people's houses, smash their stuff, and steal their money, right? But I mean, who knows? You may feel particularly bad about this one because we just robbed our grandmother blind and took her entire life savings. Although it is under house in this little tiny crawl space, and we all saw how old she was. She was not about to get on her hands and knees and climb into this little hole to get her money. So, I mean, I might as well have it. It's either that or I guess it goes to waste down here. Maybe a treasure hunter finds it one day when the civilization has been destroyed. That was a little much there. Okay, so now that we got her money, we are, at the beginning of the game with 128 rupees, which is not bad. At first, with your wallet size, you can only carry 200 rupees. So 128 before even leaving the tutorial area, I mean, that is not too shabby at all. What? Our shield's gone. What'd you do with it? Grandma? Grams? Someone stole. Someone robbed us. Not me, someone else. Oh, it looks like she's got it. That little sticky-fingered Chinese-looking grandma. It's kind of weird. Not to be racist or anything, but she does look like Chinese a little bit, doesn't she? She's got that like top bun, and then her eyes are just like slivers. But Link's and Ariel's eyes are massively like open and big, and they look nothing like her. Although I'm curious what happened to Link's parents. Him and his little sister, live with their grandma. So, what are the parents in this picture? We're gonna have a bit of a touching moment with our grandmother. She's so sad that we're leaving her to venture off with pirates. It kind of sounds bad when you say it that way. We're leaving her to save our sister, but it's just sad. You know how these old people get sentimental. Sentimental. That's how you say that word. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see where we are on time. Oh, we are killing it on time. Definitely go onto this pirate ship. Alright, I got a shield. And yeah, I know, you're going to mock my shield and make fun of me, but it's good enough. We're going to put it to the test here not too long. Dong. Oh, a little bit early on that. It's time to set sail. I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Black Flag for the PS4 recently. I had it for Xbox 360, but it was taken and not returned by one of my brother's friends. So I got it for the PS4 for Christmas, and I've been playing a lot of that recently because I love the Assassin's Creed games. So it's just sailing away. It kind of reminds me of that, dropping the sails and whatnot, because that's a big part of that game, which is really solid mechanic. The sailing in that game is so much fun, being a pirate and stealing people's stuff, which is basically what we're doing here. We're getting it's like drafted, but it would be called something different because there's pirates. Not drafted. It's like getting abducted into the pirate. I don't know. You hear stories about that where people like get abducted by the military and forced to be soldiers, but I don't know what you call that. I guess that's still drafted, but because it's by force. But you know, I'm not sure. But they travel pretty far, pretty fast. They got ways away from the island. I guess Link was standing like just a couple hundred yards out, still waving his hands before he turned around to talk to her. Alright, so it's going to take us a while to travel all the way across the map to get to the Forsaken Fortress, which is where our sister and that big bird are. So she's sending us down below to get some training or something from Mr. Nico here, the scrub of the crew. So he's going to want to feel all high and mighty and make us do some tasks. So he's going to give us a little demonstration here of how it's done. Okay. My hair is getting all on my face, tickling my nose. Pretty impressive technology for well, I would say Zelda universe, but Zelda universe always had pretty fancy technology, especially Breath of the Wild. I mean, that stuff's crazy, man. They got some real high tech stuff, but not guns. I'm always curious, like what kind of time period Zelda's set in. Like, you know, you kind of think like time periods as in like, you know, the medieval times, or you know, you're thinking like castles and dragons, or are we talking like modern times, but just a different kind of modern? Because I mean, they still have just like stuff like pirates and stuff. I mean, I know we have pirates today, but not the ones that sail the sea. Well, not to the same degree. But yeah, I've always been curious about just kind of like the time period the developers had in mind when they made these games. Alright, so here's just my absolute favorite part of the game, not being sarcastic at all. This little test that this butthead here has us do. This is the first time I played this game as a little kid. Took me forever to get this right. It was so hard. But as you can tell, I'm quite a bit better at it now than I used to be. Well, you don't know how good I used to be, but I am a lot better at it now. I am not quite the failure that I used to be. Oh my goodness. But honestly, I think this is my first time doing it in one try. I am pretty proud of that. He's proud to have us as an underling. I am not your underling. I will smite you, fool. I don't care for Nico all that much. He's a punk. But you kind of gotta feel bad for him. Everyone craps on Nico. Everyone's always giving him trash. He's the lowest rung on the ladder. So here he's gonna give us some treasure, and I have to say, the big chests in the Wind Waker are my favorite big chests from any Legend of Zelda game. They look so like menacing and evil. You got the spoils bag. Something it's an okay item. I mean, you put it to good use. We don't quite get to use it real soon, but I mean, it's a handy item, but one I feel like could have just not existed. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess they could have given you like a separate screen to do the same job. Anywho, I want you to note how short a time it took for us to get from Outset Island to the Forsaken Fortress, because when I pull up the sea map a little bit later, you'll notice that they are on completely opposite sides. She is up in the crow's nest. And you know what, actually, once we go up there, it's going to kind of initiate a cutscene and stuff, so I don't quite want... Oh, cut that guy in half. I don't quite want to do that, because I don't think we'll be able to make it through that in time in under 15 minutes. So, yeah, I forgot to set my timer for this episode, so I think I'm going to call it here, and in the next episode, we will head on into the Forsaken Fortress and see if we can't get to the top by the end of it. So thank you very much for watching. This has been Link's Master Sword, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.